from the State of Kuwait. Welcome to the 7 o'clock news for Friday, the 28th of November, 2014. I am Dalia Badran with the headlines for tonight. The National Assembly Speaker holds official talks with the Italian Prime Minister aimed at bolstering bilateral relations. The First Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister will head Kuwait's delegation to the Arab League Ministerial Council meeting. Two senior Egyptian army officers are killed as anti-government demonstrations take place in the capital, Cairo. The United Nations declares a state of emergency in Gaza City after 2 days of heavy rains and flooding. Hello and welcome. His Highness the Emir Sheikh Sabah Al Ahmed Al Jaber Al Sabah sent today a cable of congratulations to His Excellency the President of the Islamic Republic of Mauritania, Mohammed Ould Abdel Aziz, on the occasion of his country's National Day. His Highness the Deputy Emir and Crown Prince Sheikh Nawaf Al Ahmed Al Jaber Al Sabah also sent a cable of congratulations to His Excellency the Mauritanian President Mohammed Ould Abdel Aziz on the occasion of his country's National Day. His Highness Sheikh Jaber Mbarak Al Hamad Al Sabah, the Prime Minister, also sent a similar cable of congratulations. His Highness the Emir Sheikh Sabah Al Ahmed Al Jaber Al Sabah sent today a cable of congratulations to His Excellency the President of the Republic of Albania, Bujar Nishani, on the occasion of his country's National Day. His Highness the Deputy Emir and Crown Prince Sheikh Nawaf Al Ahmed Al Jaber Al Sabah also sent a cable of congratulations to His Excellency the President of the Republic of Albania, Bujar Nishani, on the occasion of his country's National Day. His Highness Sheikh Jaber Mbarak Al Hamad Al Sabah, the Prime Minister, also sent a similar cable of congratulations. The National Assembly Speaker Marzouk Ali Al Ghanem and his accompanying parliamentary delegation held talks today with the Prime Minister of Italy, Matteo Renzi, aimed at bolstering bilateral relations. Speaker Al Ghanem said in a statement that his talks with the Premier Renzi focused on further enhancing previously agreed upon accords signed between Kuwait and Italy. The talks also dealt with the latest developments in the Middle East region and their impact on Europe and the world. The National Assembly Speaker Marzouk Ali Al Ghanem and his accompanying parliamentary delegation held talks today with Chairman of the Foreign Affairs Committee of the Italian Senate, Pier Ferdinando Cassini, on the regional issues, namely terrorism and means of bolstering bilateral relations. Following the meeting, Speaker Al Ghanem said in a statement that he informed Cassini about the latest developments in the Middle East, affirming the need for international coordination to face the menace of terrorism. For his part, Cassini said his talks with the Parliament Speaker was excellent and reflected the perfect ties between Kuwait and Italy, emphasizing the necessity to maintain the special friendly relationship with Kuwait. The First Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Sheikh Sabah Al Khalid Al Hamad Al Sabah will head the State of Kuwait delegation to the extraordinary session of the Arab League Ministerial Council that will take place tomorrow in the Egyptian capital, Cairo. The First Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister will also chair a meeting of the Arab Peace Initiative Committee that will be held on the sidelines of the ministerial meeting. The meeting will be attended by the Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas, who will give a briefing about the latest developments concerning the Palestinian cause and Israel's practices in Jerusalem. The accompanying delegation will include the Director of the First Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister's Office, Ambassador Sheikh Dr. Ahmad Nasser Al Mohammed Al Sabah, and a number of the ministry's senior officials. The 18th competition for memorizing and reciting the Holy Quran was recently launched with wide participation from local, regional and international contestants. This edition of the competition witnesses new procedures and conditions that differ from the previous competitions. In addition to that, it will include more categories in the future. Hiba Abdurrahman brings us the story.
Is the Emir Sheikh Sabah Al-Ahmed Al-Jaber Al-Sabah, and with the attendance of Minister of Awqaf and Islamic Affairs Yaqub Al-Sani, the 18th competition for memorizing and reciting the Holy Quran kicked off.
This night we are opening the competency of memorizing Quran Kareem, which is under the patronage of His Highness the Emir and his presence inshallah in the final ceremony. And thank God it is the 18th anniversary for this competency, and alhamdulillah we have more than 2,500 of competent, which they are filtered to 1,200, and tonight, starting from tonight, in 2 weeks they will be examined to select 154 of them, in which different categories of memorizing the Holy Quran, which is 30 parts, or 25 parts, or 20 parts, 15 parts, 10 parts, 5 parts, then 4, 3, 2, 1, which is 10 levels. Also this time, for the first time, we will open it for the blind competent.
The annual competition stood as a magnet for those wishing to take part in it to exhibit their prowess in Quran memorization and recitation. Moreover, the competition was open every year to all sectors of the public, male and female. Up to 2,215 participants have shown interest in the competition this year. Out of 1,423 have been selected for the final rounds of it. The participants this year included 666 adults, 742 youngsters, and 106 people with special needs, among them 24 sightless ones. The competition took place at the Grand State Mosque with the attendance of the public, as it will extend for 2 weeks to announce the winners in a grand ceremony. The 18th edition of the annual competition for memorizing and reciting the Holy Quran, which comes under the patronage of His Highness the Emir Sheikh Sabah Al-Ahmed Al-Jaber Al-Sabah every year, stands as a magnet for those wishing to participate in it in order to exhibit their abilities in Quranic memorization and recitation. From the Grand Mosque in Kuwait City, I am Hiba Abdurrahman reporting for English News.
Thank you, Heba. In Egypt, security forces raised their state of alert in the main cities and squares as planned anti-government demonstrations kicked off in the capital and other governorates. According to sources, 2 army officers were killed in drive-by shootings, while a man was shot dead amid clashes in Cairo between police and the protesters. Meanwhile, at least 4 protesters were killed and 20 others injured during the clashes, as authorities arrested at least 107 anti-government protesters. Earlier, Minister of Interior Mohammed Ibrahim has issued orders to activate maximum security measures to secure vital facilities and police installations and ensure forces are armed with suitable weapons to deter any attempts to attack them. The Iraqi army said it has held off a fierce assault by the Islamic State on the city of Ramadi. The statement comes amid an announcement by the Iraqi government that it will triple its defense budget in an effort to defeat the group. Ramadi is one of the last major urban areas in the crucial Anbar province under Baghdad's control. The IS holds a large territory across Iraq, posing a threat to Anbar neighboring cities. Iraqi security forces backed by tribesmen managed to defend a government complex in the city on Thursday, in the latest in a series of drives which have seen the return of some territory lost to the IS. The United Nations declared a state of emergency in the Gaza Strip after 2 days of heavy rain led to severe flooding. Local residents and rescue teams in Gaza City assisted people and vehicles trapped by the floodwaters, while the UNRWA said that it was supplying emergency fuel to municipalities, water, sanitation and health facilities. No casualties have been reported, but hundreds of people have been evacuated and 63 schools were closed for the day in the city. The rain, which started on Wednesday, hit the territory at a difficult time as thousands of Gazans still live in communal shelters or the ruins of their own homes since the summer war with Israel. With the support of Director of Arab Open University in Kuwait branch, Dr. Naif Al-Mtairi, Toastmasters International in Kuwait organized the Kuwait Debate Championship of 2014. The organizer also presented a keynote speech by the 2014 World Champion of Public Speaking. Here's more on the event in this report by Salim Al-Kandari.
Toastmasters International in Kuwait organized the Kuwait Debate Championship 2014. It also presented the keynote speech by the 2014 World Champion of Public Speaking.
Toastmasters International is a worldwide organization that spans across 120 different countries that helps you develop your public speaking and leadership skills. So every year, 33,000 competitors compete to become the #1 speaker in the world. And this year, that title belongs to me, and I'm so happy to be here in Kuwait, spreading this amazing message of finding yourself and discovering yourself through Toastmasters. The debate championship that was organized here has been absolutely fantastic. We saw some amazing speakers, some amazing debates going on, and it's been an absolute privilege and honor to be here and address this lovely gathering here today.
Tonight, what we are doing is conducting a Kuwait Debate Championship for all the Toastmasters Club. Debating is one of the skills that we learn in Toastmasters. So tonight we are seeing the finals of this event. We had several rounds. We had an elimination round where more than 16 clubs participated. Then we had a quarterfinals. Then we moved to semi-finals, and tonight what we see is the finals. To add icing to the cake, we have the champion, world champion of public speaking, Toastmaster Dhananjaya, who is giving his keynote address.
Toastmaster is all over the world is the same. So if you travel any country, you will have the same program with the same procedures, with the same agenda. Just the people are different. And we can see where is the Toastmaster clubs that it is running somewhere in the world, and we can attend the meeting normally. Now, regarding this debate, that was the amazing thing we are doing in here. As the Division O Governor explained, that in the debate, we passed through different stages. Now, this was the toughest, and even I was the chief judge. It was from the toughest judging, because both teams, the affirmative and negative team, were almost the same. The difference were little. So the competition was very high, and really we enjoyed the show. So Toastmaster is a place to learn, to develop your skills, communication and leadership skills.
The debate finals took place at Arab Open University, where all debate lovers, university students and working professionals gathered and witnessed this grand event. Toastmaster International Kuwait branch continues to hold its events and activities in improving participants' abilities and skills in public speaking. From Arab Open University, this is Salim Kendiri reporting for the English News.
Thank you, Salim. Marina Crescent was crowded with people in sweats and activewear as a large cluster of participants gathered near the beach to participate in the International End Violence Against Women Day Walkathon. Titled Start by Breaking the Silence, the walkathon is an effort to spread the UN's Unite campaign, which has asked the global community to garnish their neighborhoods in the color orange to show their solidarity in the fight against violence. Reporter Badri Al-Saleh brings us this story.
The 25th of November marks the International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women. This year, the United Nations Security General's campaign, Unite to End Violence Against Women, invited communities worldwide to orange their neighborhood on the 25th to raise awareness about violence against women and discuss solutions that would work for their community. In Kuwait, people donned orange T-shirts to participate in a walkathon organized in honor of this very important day.
It applies to Kuwait a lot because there's a lot of things that are missing in Kuwait regarding domestic violence. So for when we don't have any hotlines for victims, we don't have any shelters, and there's actually no reporting system. There's only one study that was done in Kuwait by the Women's Cultural and Social Society, and that one study found that every day over the span of 10 years, there's a lawsuit that's filed in a court of law for violence against women. Not just domestic violence, all forms of violence against women.
By UN definition, but still often ignored, violence against women is a human rights violation and is a consequence of discrimination against women, in law and in practice, and results of persisting inequalities between women and men. The United Nations insists that violence against women and girls is not inevitable, and that prevention is not only possible, but essential. Titled Start by Breaking the Silence, the walkathon was organized by Habibat, a group of female doctors of different ages and specialties. Habibat decided to merge their voices and vision with the UN campaign, personally seeking to educate and unite the local community on the issue of gender equality, envisioning a Kuwait with zero tolerance for abuse.
The money will go towards other workshops and helping women who have been abused. And it's really more about spreading the word, because there are women that do not know that they can get help. There are people that do not know that there are laws that punish those who violate other people's, because in the end we're talking the women's rights are human rights, and that was what we had said in Beijing, and we need to promote that it's not a question of one sex against the other. It's about having a society that believes in tolerance and nonviolence.
So the idea isn't to it's not to stir people into going into a rebellion or anything. It's just we want people to have more options and places to go when they're actually victimized.
From the 25th of November through the 10th of December, which marks Human Rights Day, the 16 Days of Activism Against Gender-Based Violence campaign hopes to galvanize action to end violence against women and girls around the world.
All in all, the walkathon hopes to inspire a grassroots effort to reach out to the community and help end violence right here. Marina Crescent and Badriya Saleh reporting for the English News.
Thank you, Badriya. Finally, tonight, the fourth TAC International Championship kicks off today at the cricket playground in the Entertainment City area. TAC International, which has attracted thousands of cricket fans, is registered with the Public Authority of Youth and Sports in Kuwait. Organizers of this year's tournament held a press conference last night presenting the new features of this year's festival. Salim Al-Ajmi has more in the following report.
Organizers of the TAC Kuwait T20 Festival organized a press conference at the Crown Plaza Hotel last night. This is the second four-team tournament in Kuwait, which has growing success since its establishment in 2009. The organizers invited the fans to join in and promised an exciting event that will bring people from different backgrounds together.
This is the second edition of Four Nations, and already we have taken it to another level by bringing international players, 7 players from different countries.
With this large festival, TAC is poised to take the game of cricket to new heights, raising the game in Kuwait to international standards. Well-known international players from all over the world were introduced at the press conference and will take part in today's festival.
It's not obviously a big opportunity for the local talent, but also for us as well, to see the talent and what they have on offer. So all systems go for tomorrow, and hopefully I think the cricket will be just as good as everything else has been so far. Yeah.
The 2014 Four Nations tournament consists of teams representing Kuwait, India, Pakistan and Sri Lanka, and is expected to have a large crowd of both locals and expats. From the Crown Plaza Hotel, this is Salim Al-Ajmi reporting for the English News.
For a chance to see our reports again, please visit our YouTube channel at MOI Kuwait News. And before we end, here is a quick reminder of today's headlines. The National Assembly Speaker holds official talks with the Italian Prime Minister aimed at bolstering bilateral relations. The First Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister will head Kuwait's delegation to the Arab League Ministerial Council meeting. 2 senior Egyptian army officers are killed as anti-government demonstrations take place in the capital, Cairo. The United Nations declares a state of emergency in Gaza City after 2 days of heavy rains and flooding.